we had the internet explosion. You know, everybody was kind of handling business kind of different ways, and you know, some people wanted to adapt to the internet, some people didn't. I was one of the people that wanted to adapt, so that's what led me to get with some guys out of Huntsville called Slow Motion Sounds. I ended up doing a tour overseas. I ended up going to Sweden, traveled all over Sweden, did a little tour, recorded an album, you know, while I was over there with different producers and acts from over there. The guys from G-Side, they had actually already been traveling over there doing some shows already. One of the guys out of Slow Motion decided, I'm just gonna stay. So he set up a house and he was living there and he was coming back and forth, you know, from Huntsville to Sweden. He was like, man, you need to come, you need to come. So I was like, okay. There was a production clique over there called Level 8. They had got funded by the government to be able to come over here and, you know, see about the music scene. Overseas, they're like big into the arts. They're big into music culture and, you know, they believe in supporting that. Matter of fact, over there, I think 30 to 40% of like all airplay and radio play has to go to independent musicians, so major labels can't monopolize it the way they do over here. They had came over and they just loved the culture and they were telling me about myself and I'm like, how do y'all even know me? You know what I mean? But like I said, the power of the internet again. And they were telling me I needed to come. And so when CP from Slow Motion was like, y'all need to come, those guys had set me up a show over there already. So I'm like, well, yeah, I got to go now. Once I got there, I did the show and, you know, I met some people. I had planned to stay, you know, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3. But then, you know, when the time was up, I was checking on a flight back. I bought a one-way ticket over there, so I was checking on the tickets to come back home and the ticket had tripled. So I was like, hey man, do you mind if I stay till the price of the ticket go back down? He was like, man, you stay long as you want to. So he ended up building a studio where we were staying. I started recording the album. I actually ended up staying over there like 3 months. But I went all over Sweden. I went into Norway, went into Denmark, ended up recording an album, working with different producers and different artists. And the artists were like, hey man, you want me to rap in English? I was like, no, you rap in your language and we're gonna present this to the world. We're gonna make this an album for the world, really. And we were able to make something special out of it. The artwork was actually done by a guy from here named Michi Pendleton, who's like, he's big in the art world in Atlanta right now. So we were able to make something real special with it.